Recording in progress.
Welcome back. Thank you. Tonight we're going to look at intention. I kind of assume that this starts with your intention to turn up tonight, and your intention to make the best out of the session and to learn something from the session. So isn't it just coming up without that? Will not make the most of the opportunity. So everything you do, you should have an intention to get something from it. So we'll look at that from the different roles that we have to play and the different things that we're going to do. What's the intention of warm?
So the word says, warm up, and like get the muscles in the body and the mind, like ready for what's going to happen next.
So it's fairly obvious why we might want to do that. Okay, we're about to do some serious exercise, and if you haven't stretched the muscles, the chances of you getting damaged a little bit higher than they should be. What about the mind? What are we trying to do there? And why?
But first of all, a little balanced mind.
No, we don't want damage mind.
But obviously kind of create the conditions for acceptance of the learning as well.
We're trying to calm the mind down so that it's open to receive as much information as possible. Not only from a learning perspective, but from an awareness perspective. And so if you're so stuck in fear, I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying if your mind is not calm, if we say it's fear, then it's quite likely that you'll miss all the signals of the attack. The attack works before you've even done. Your best way of dealing with any situation is to have a calm mind. So from a learning perspective, from a self-defense perspective, many perspectives you like, we want a calm mind so we can make the best of it. So our warm-up is to do that. It's to put us in a position where our body is warmed up, but we're relaxed and we're making the most of the time. And staying still. Okay, so you have to put some intention into the warm-up exercise. It's not just a question of making shapes, it's are you sharpening your mind up? Are you stretching your body out? So when we turn to that, we're putting some cues in this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 2, 4. 2, 4. Control. 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 5. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 4. In these exercises, we can spend some time looking at the minutiae of doing it and what's the best to get out of it. So if I let my shoulders come up, so now hopefully my shoulders don't appear. So my arms are not as high. So I can get them up this high, but I'm just not as stable. So it's developing that awareness of my own body. This feels really nice. It's plenty of flow. And this is just being vigorous and not paying attention. Yeah. So just try that. I'll go to the independent and let's see if I'm right. There you are. You can face the camera. Thank you very much. Okay, so just please very many bits there.
Yeah. Sometimes that is,
Okay, so I right hand side come down a bit lower.
okay, so you still like good.
So
There was tension.
as soon as this comes even a little bit up,
So go, let's go.
so if I test you now,
Yeah, go.
see your face.
Sorry.
Solid, if you just lift your shoulder a little bit. That's good, right? Yeah. So I think my shoulder's probably a little raised now.
Just keep it to this. Bounce.
I'm trying to keep, I'm being
Also from this.
very conscious and aware of
Completely.
wanting to keep my shoulders down.
Yes. Just a little bit like.
Yeah, so it doesn't look very different, but it might feel different. So really concentrate on trying to keep your shoulders down. Stop. So, no desire to fight that time. No. Thank you. So you look at that?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, let's see these stretches. And raise the camera now. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Okay, paying attention to what's going on here. So it's very easy to make shape and not really stretch myself or to stretch myself too far. So, testing that. I stretch myself too far. That feels good. If it's all right. Well, I could not, and now I can sell myself short. I'm going to be relaxed here, and if it tests me, I'm going to be fine. But I'm selling myself short. I know I'm not really stretched. So just make sure that you're not hurting yourself. Okay, so if I get you to stretch out, what's as far as you think you should go? Thanks for naming up the fun. Yeah. When you go too far, a bit of you, it's not that you can't take the pain, I know you can, but a bit of you going, this isn't very comfortable, oh, I don't like this, so you tense up, so you fall over.
More than leave that.
So, like, what will you-
Yeah. That's it.
So, how can you explore somebody else's boundaries if you're not paying attention to your own? So that sensitivity starts with you. You're building up your own awareness of how your body works. Your body works differently to my body, to his body, to his body. You're all different shapes, sizes, ages. You're on different experience. You're learning about how your body works. You're paying attention. 2, 3, 4, 5. You are healthy stretch, you get more flexible over time. You think you're being brave, all you're doing is restricting yourself. Where you can get. Let's just put it. This is one nice way to do this exercise, it's not the only way of doing it, but just let me browse and do it. Okay, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking mine. And yours.
So let's go.
So, But just try to relax. Don't think about what's coming your way. You're just extending out. And maybe focusing on your center as you do this. Just some balls. Very easy to get drawn into what you think is going to be a problem. A good shake.
That's always a problem.
Yeah. Okay. So nice relaxed arms, moving from our center, getting not a competition, going as far as your body allows you to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I originally learned is it's definitely just 1, 2 step. It's kind of a bouncy thing. I would prefer that you ratchet down. It's 1 and you stop. Allow yourself to relax a bit more. 2, you get a bit further. 3, you get a bit further. Then if you can't go any further than that, then you just breathe and relax. Yeah. But you know, just try and go a little bit lower by more and more relaxation as you go to the exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or maybe hold. Exercise very gently, I find. I generate quite a lot of heat doing them.
Yes.
My body's definitely warming up as I do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can focus on different things with it. You might be focusing on moving your center. You might be focusing on your breath. You might be focusing on extending ki as you do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think it's worth saying that I guess it's down to the dojo show to set the framework for the practice. It's down to you to take out of that framework and explore what you want to explore within that framework. It might be emphasizing one particular idea, but it might be that you can practice something else while you're doing that idea. You know, you might be focusing on this entity, the key or the
Just quick question. Perhaps you already have patients required, but you talked about intention, you talked about key. Are you creating a common vocabulary?
Am I creating
A common vocabulary. So you mean that intention is part of key?
I always want to talk in a way that everybody can understand it, and of course, key is a shortcut that not everybody will get. So intention is a better way of expressing it, because you are energized when you bring your intention into something. You are extending key when you have the intention to do this. You're heading in a certain direction. That's energy. So we're using key when we have intention or focus. Yeah. But it's a shortcut for us. Ubiquitous sort of way of life, if you like, and the energy that fills us. But we can use English words. But no one ever says, well, that's about key. But they are. There are.
Just the way that you just expressed it, kind of like the way that you can use the words, almost as if key, the extension is part of key, but its extension doesn't necessarily mean intention.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I can have an intention that I'm really going forward. I can be going through the motions and thinking about what happened today. I know my practice will not be as good when I'm right. I'm going to go further. I really am focusing on the mat in front of me. And I know that I'll get more out of myself when I do that. So the intention gives us focus, and focus is to extend our key forwards in this particular exercise. Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another thing you can do is you can focus on different bits of your body. On this one, you might be noticing what's going on in your hips. Where are my knees going? What am I doing when my back is nice and straight? What am I doing in my head? Am I staring at my toes, or am I kind of keeping my awareness out there in front of me? So lots of things that you could be paying attention to, rather than just going through the motion. Being aware of what you're doing with your body. It's all information, all of it's useful stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I noticed that on this exercise, I went like this. So if you test me in this position, I'm very unstable, but if I come up, right, so when I do this exercise, why am I doing chicken head? I shouldn't be doing chicken around you. I mean, I shouldn't be worried about how close I can get my chin to I should be keeping my structure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yes. On the knees. Just let your back stretch out. Pay attention to it. Just kind of notice every vertebra. Just open them up. And settle into this in a nice comfortable way. Forward. And up. Nice and low. Leave your feet flat. And back. And forward. Hang low on this one. So do a nice stretch to that. Walk your feet forward, your hands. And try and fold into it. And slowly unfold. Just do a few hip turns. I've done this in a while, haven't you? Oh, bloody well. And there is your on the back. 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is a great exercise for intention. 2, 1, 2. Yeah, very good. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we go 2 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bench feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Try those exercises. I want to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So pay attention, I know the linear, you're going too far this way. Your knee will tell you. I don't need to test me to know I've gone too far. I know that's as far as I can go with it, being comfortable and I'm feeling steady. That's too far. Yeah, restoring your balance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know because I can't see myself, but I'm trying to keep my upper body like that. I don't want it going like that and following the direction of the throw. So tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Marginal, not.
Pretty much straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So just pay attention, you're letting your hips carry you from side to side. You want your posture to be very upright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to do that? Just lean back a bit. Okay, so it's very hard for me to lower my center and have any impact on when I'm leaning right. But when I keep a nice upper body, that's where I can express my power. So, you know, if you want your Aikido to work, make sure your body is comfortable with what you're doing, right? Yeah. All right, okay, so let's move that to create a bit of a semicircle. So what should we start with? First two. Excellent. So let's now talk about what his intention is. What's his intention?
Have to push it that way.
Yeah, or it doesn't have to be done, could it?
Just grab it.
It could be send me in that direction. Or it could be just
That's
hold
what it
me
is.
there. Yes, no, you're not going anywhere. You're just staying there. Right? So there's no forward intention here. There's no backward intention. But I can't. I'm not free to move here, right? So what am I supposed to be doing?
Agreeing with him.
Okay, so how do I do that?
Let him have your arm.
That is true.
Yes.
Or my body.
Yes.
The first thing I have to do is I have to work out what his intention is. How do I do that?
Just feel.
Yes. So what am I feeling with?
You're feeling your body.
Yes. The answers are simple. Very simple. Is he just holding me, or can I feel the pressure coming in? Yeah. So I shouldn't be thinking, oh, he's trying to come in, and I'm trying to hold him at bay because if he wants to move my centers, he wants to come in Aikido and say, oh, he wants to come in. Fine, let him come in. Or he wants me to go over there. Oh, okay, we'll go over there. I should be like a temperature gauge. I'm just measuring the temperature. I don't know if it's going to be hot, cold, or somewhere in between those places. My job is just to, oh, what's it like today? And to go with it. Yeah. So sometimes the teacher sets the tone, and I might say, well, I want your energy to come this way because I'm trying to show a particular flow. Just because I tell you it's okay, that that's what I want you to do, doesn't mean to say that's what you will do. Then you might be a bit afraid, you might hold back a bit, or you might, you might not interpret it quite what I said in the way I intended you to do so. So don't assume that just because the teacher said your partner's supposed to attack you like this, that they will. You still got to be temperature gauge. So if he wants to pull, well, I don't want to do that technique. It's not going to work, is it? No. So I'm going to have to adjust and say, oh no, I think you're supposed to push in. Next time, please. Yeah. You can feed back to your partner. It doesn't feel like you're trying to come into this space. Would you mind pushing in a bit? Ah, fine, now I can practice that. One of the things that I do, you can just hold that off a little bit, is that if he's applying pressure in this direction, his energy, his key, his intention is coming towards me, there's a lot of your self-protect mechanism that comes in that says, No, you can give a bit more. No, you can't enter this space. No, it's not very safe if you come this way. We have to override that no Aikido. You have to say, if you want to come in, that's okay, you can come in. But who's actually now in danger? Him. Yeah, most of his weapons have been taken out of the equation. It's very easy to move. Now, because he's given me his balance. He's expecting me to resist. That's perfect for him. Now he uses trouble. But I just I see. I just go with the flow, then you start to get some movement. All right, let's have a go. Shade. I come to you. Nothing to apologize for. You see what you need to do. You're trying to get bubbly. You're never going to do that because you're a little bit short for me. You just settle for this, let the shoulder come down, make sure the connection, and then lower your feet. That's all. It's just a point. Now try and bend down. Yes. Good. You've got to be comfortable.
Aikido.
That's the back of the arm already.
Yeah. I mean, step around. Yeah.
That's good. It's very smart. It allows you to work with what your body does, not mine. I kind of want to finish my posture first, like I'm going to say one day. Body strength, not kind of falling on top of you. Yes. That's worse, isn't it? You can take a fraction of a second to this.
Then I'm completely.
Very nice. Right, this makes sense to be boring.
Very delayed, even though it's going there. I thought you can actually fall.
No. Okay, so yeah. So the speed I'm going to slow down, you allow me to come too far in and take you, stop your front. Okay. Let's start from here. Okay, so just very slowly. You feel my any pressure from where I was going. What you don't want is this. Okay, I think you're doing stuff. Yeah. You'll react. You feel me doing stuff, you're going to compensate. I want to draw you in so that you don't feel it. Yeah. Now I'm giving you all the energy for your arm to shift like that. Yeah, just it's going to be so easy. That's too fast. Then into the hard work. Sorry. So you do add something to this. So you never allow that again. It comes to your center and then rises up.
We keep going down and going up against.
What Steve's going to do it, but matching my energy.
Okay.
Yes. So I can grab the ladder and bring the ladder away. Nice. Steve. Everyone's being. That's why I think. Yes.
Finally waking up.
Comes into me.
Nice.
Cool. Try too hard. Relax. That's how bad you have it. Okay, thank you. Okay, down one. That's in a straight bit part of the body.
Yeah.
My line is here. That's where you're. Oh, see, you put it there again.
That's good right angles.
It's going to be that, because that's where my energy is going. Ah.
Go too fast.
You put it at right angles, it's like giving me something.
No,
to push again.
At the right time, not just there. Because it has to be through here. Can you go slow? This is right angles, and then at some point it's going to be right angles. Okay, it has to be a spiral, basically. Going
I think
down.
it should be a circle. That was good. Because you kept your arm close to your body. You were still moving up to the center line.
Yeah,
Came back on me. But you didn't strain. That's come out front.
Yeah.
You've got a problem. Okay. Ah. Yes. Ah, not far. I'm trying to do it. Ah. Getting closer.
Getting closer. Still closer.
Look where your shoulder is.
Yeah.
You can't lift your shoulder above me. I'm taller than you, so you've got to go keep it down. Ah.
Yeah. I want to stay as much as possible.
Yeah. So remember what your body does, not what mine does. Ah.
Good counter as well.
Okay, let's finish guys. So this time we are looking at so he's creating the circumstances for him. Keep coming. Yeah. So my job is to extend. So I'm coming forward. He's a bit late. I'm in. Yes. Then I'll run on to it. And now we're going to do this. It's not that he can't do anything. Now I've stopped. He comes to me. He's got to add the intention because I've stopped giving him the intention from you. Yeah. But generally speaking, our job is to attack, until you're on the floor. Yep. So, rushing like a crazy thing, you've got somebody who's competent on the other end, you are going to get hurt. Because you're not capable necessarily of taking what he absorbs and gives back to you, your craziness. Right? So, if I'm not sure what my body is capable of, neither am I sure what he's capable of. I initially start nice and slow. Yeah. And then at this pace, you'll have to, right? Oh, yeah. He's understood the movement now. I can put a little bit more into this. You prepare. Because you use that kind of rise up, come down. Yeah, so all the time, he should be getting feedback from me. I should be getting feedback from him. His feedback is trying to pick up the energy I'm giving him so that he can move with it and do something appropriate with it. My energy is to show him, you've got it, because I ended up on the ground, or it's not quite right because here I am still standing. And at the point that it comes to a halt, that's where the mistake was. So we can look at that precise point in the technique and work out what we need to change. So it comes back to this mindfulness that we were talking about in the warm-up, that intention to pay attention to the details and notice when it goes wrong. Yeah? Okay, so I'll carry on here.
Yeah, but the little kind of like
opportunity to stop your hands and I will back go now. Right. After you.
Okay, as soon as there's a pregnant energy, really are falling around the surface. No?
Yes.
Snatch.
I'm just trying to. Yes. We're doing this from basic. I don't want to do that. I just want to slide in. Just slip as you slowly bring your energy. Just slipping around there. The hand always gets out of the way so that you end up hitting the button.
Yeah. Don't stop moving.
Yes!
Before you actually kind of like.
Well, that's what you definitely do. Yeah. That's much better. Yes. Now,
It's just not right, yeah. Actually breathing more normal now.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good point to make. So, I don't know if you just look at the side. When we've got someone working from static, you know, we can kind of take our time, right? And we can feel what's going on, right? He's not trying to cause me a big problem, he's just standing aside. Now I can really think about the technique and what I need to do. But as soon as he starts bringing in the energy, I've got to change it, right? So I don't know what pace that was, relatively slow. Boom. Okay. He changes the pace again. If I do that same speed, it's not going to work. Because it's not matching what he's doing. I'm going quicker. Until, you know, he's coming. His intention to reach me a long time before his body does. He's there, he thinks he's got me. But I've done the shape before he's actually arrived. Okay? So you have to be aware, use your awareness, have that connection with your partner. So you, what's going on? What? No one says he's going to come in like a raging heat, but he might. You don't know. So your job is just to be calm enough to react to what's coming to you. So no expectations. Just calm sentence. Your body will tell you what to do and when to do it. Yeah? So when you're playing any sort of racket sport, you've already decided the shot long before the ball actually arrives. And when you're really good at any racket sport, and probably most other sports I can think of where there's movement involved, it's this thing's coming really fast. A tennis ball or a shuttle or a table tennis ball, they're coming really fast. You haven't got time to think, I'm going to do a forehand smash it up. You just can't react and you do it because it's the right shot. If you're good, your body produces the right shot. You've noticed the speed, the timing is perfect. If you get agitated, that's when you don't hit the center. That's when you don't pick up the spin. That's when you lose the point. Yeah? Okay. So we're coming in with movement now, with the same exercise, but I'm not telling you how fast you should go. Okay. So it could be comparatively slowly, or it could be. That's a ha ha ha. That's a ha ha. Okay, so you choose, but you find where your partner's level is. There's no point barreling in if Caitlin can't take it or you can't take it. Yeah. So you find the level, the high level for that person, and then you might take it to that level, or you might choose to dial it down, but you don't go much beyond it. Yeah. Only when she's competent at that level do you raise the bar to there, then to there, and then to there, and then to there. That's how we learn.
So could you even say that, like, maybe have some professional, we need the cooperation of the UK, because otherwise we cannot find our limits, and they cannot find their limits, and then there's no way of exceeding them. And having the intention of always trying to become better.
We are
almost like a team sport. Well, not
we
a sport,
are
but like a
working
team.
as partners.
Yeah.
We have different roles. Mine is to act as your mirror. And I want to be crystal clear as a mirror. I don't want to fog it up myself or to scratch the surface. I want to be crystal clear in my intention and finding where he's at. So he gets a really clear view of what's going on with him. I went to the ground, I didn't go to the ground. I didn't go to the ground, when did I not go to the ground? So he knows that's the place I need to address what's going on. And here, I will encourage you to give feedback to each other. So I will say to you, Nick, you anticipated it too quickly, or you put too much strength into that, or I could see your hand going up. But I might give him the chance to try and spot it himself first. 2 or 3 times doing the same thing. I said, well, I think it could be this. Let him try out for himself. Yeah? So that's not the way all dojos work, but I wish they did. That's just my view. Okay, so we carry on? Sure. Good. Okay. That is movement today. Okay, good one. Okay, breathe.
You have give a chance of, because I can feel the energy momentum coming in. So really,
So I would prefer,
yeah.
if you feel kind of an overwhelming power coming towards you, take a step back rather than go to the side. So it's still would be. I still flatten myself. You give yourself that. Oh, it's so overwhelmed for a second. Give yourself space and time to perfect. Now. You know. Sorry. Okay, so we've done what we can do. Keep your hand high as now, keep it also. All right, good, good, good. That's where you want it. Okay, now turn your hand around. Can you do it? Okay, so let's just play with that. Can you do it from there at all? Okay, so find out the place. How did you know that was place?
Oh, just a little bit of your
You're comfortable here, aren't you?
body weight.
Look where your elbows are, now you've found that place. Pull it close into your body, and kind of just hanging around from your arms.
Yes,
So you try it from here. Perfect. Now it's your body, feeling down to you. Oh, this is where I'm comfortable.
Realign, yeah, and now you cut. So even you never get stuck.
The good news is, my intention is to grab your arm.
So
I don't care if there's a there or up there, I'm still going to grab it. But what I'll have to think, I'll
lines there.
blow you away.
Like here.
The other I'll find myself. There you go.
I make the same mistake. Then it's also, you don't have enough time to move the entire body from there. That's also my problem.
So it moves.
Yes, sometimes I'm not letting go. Wait a minute. Let me do it. See, I'm gonna like easily.
Bring it up as a barrier. You can barrel through that. So I just kind of stand still. Just slips around. No, actually, feel much from that.
There's no point in that.
But if I lift my arm up, you can feel me doing it. And you can follow that around the belt. Yes. There you got me. Yeah. Right. So you have me. There's a really slight pause. You can count on it. Way up.
Yes.
So try and just carry on. Good. Yes. Now, yeah, stay where you are. Yeah, realign. So, problem, realign. So then, what practice you can do it, but you're going to need to relax.
The moment you go this way, I just keep on the right. It's just kind of like whatever kind.
Yeah, get away.
So even as take one step back,
That's the feeling you're trying to capture.
your center.
Yes. Very nice.
If something happens, then step back to your line.
You know, I'm going to take this. Okay, I'll set some good things now. It's one of the best. Like,
Well, this is not good. I didn't do anything.
Sit there, yeah, and just pull it up so that you straight. Pull it up. We're not sure you need, yeah, but five instructions, yeah, so now don't try and use them. Just use your body weight.
From here, up and there.
Look, I work, but I just,
I do the same, so I know.
a lot of people do it, because they're not trained to actually relax into the pain. Yeah, so I can take a reasonable amount.
Yeah.
But if it's yeah. Well, I can put that in, I think where I'm not. So whatever you do, but I'm engaged with you now. My thing's on you, it's coming at you. It stays on you. So now it becomes much more difficult for you. Right, so that's it. No, and I'm reading with your key, whatever you do, I'm going to follow you. That was straight. Sorry. Slipping around. That, can you push against that? Yes. Can you push against that? No, well, I've let you come in to hook yourself out.
No, since I'm coming, just come.
Too far away? Yes. But now I'm kind of proud. Well, where's it going from here? Well, that one's probably that.
Not too lean. Since I'm coming towards you, just continue. Setting on guiding.
Okay, so this is where intention makes the difference. Okay, so am I giving you my weight? Yes. Yeah, you can feel the weight, can't you? I have relaxed. Yeah. Am I heading towards the mat? No. No, because there's no intention to take you to the mat. I've got to give you some intention to go to the mat. Yeah. So my job is to lead this inevitable consequence of his action. Right. Not to say, oh, this isn't nice. Yeah, very nice. Unless that's my intention. Yeah, maybe he's trying to help me and support me, so that would be the right reaction, right? But he's still trying to crush me. I need to carry it on until such time as that problem is resolved. Yeah? Not hurt him, but just look, this is what happens when you do that. Doesn't hurt me, it hurts you. Well, it hurt him, you just end up on the floor. We're not trying to hurt him, we're just trying to show him that he's not getting into me, and actually no one's in any danger is him. My job is to make sure really I minimize that danger because I'm supposed to be looking after his body.
Like a measured response.
Exactly, I'm matching with action. So if it becomes something like a mad thing, well, you know, it's a choice of me surviving or him surviving. I'm sure if I don't come like a mad thing, I try to be gentle and kind, I'm going to get blown away big style, right? So I have to match his energy. And if he's not capable of taking that, then the hurt's kind of on him. I don't want to hurt him, it's just that he's not trained to fall at that level. Right. But then I would say to him after that mistake, don't do that again. Come in slower until you're sure that you can take that level.
So is it, when is it then good to just stay out and not do the technique, just move out of the way? If someone is too enthusiastic and realize like, I'm not sure if this can happen.
So just step out. So you come bailing in, complete again. Now come slow again. Yeah? So you know you're responsible really for the engagement and what happens. It's never a mistake. Just go out of the way. It may not be practicing the technique, but it might be the appropriate response to look after him and to look after you. Yeah? You're the pilot. Yes. You're the car driver. He's the car. We're talking about this on Burwell, we're talking about controlling Aikido. What does it mean to control? Is it a negative word or a positive word? Positive.
Well, it depends on the context.
Yes. That's for the Wednesday evening when we do it. But maybe, just maybe. Yeah, okay, so let's do something else. All right, so it's coming here. And now we're going to do anything. So come in. here, I'm going to slip out the way. And drop that down. So before it was a mistake to come up if I'm trying to do Nicky. So now I'm to get that proximity I do want to come up. So now I can drop it down this pipeline. So it's never a wrong thing to do, a right thing to do, it just depends on the context of what's going on. Now the D, if I try and hold in there restrict D, is that effective? You feel like a bus, folks. Oh, it's not going to work. So with D, I'll probably wrap his arm around my I'm still struggling holding it, it would be more effective. Can you test it a little bit for me? It was more effective, yes, but he is built like a bus. Okay, right, so let's try that. I'll have to do that now. All right, about 40 minutes to go. Good. Nice. Okay. Right, 40 now really want to go. All right. Okay, so we can do that. Hey, can you come? Yeah.
It's okay.
What's that little bit of space here? Okay, so we're doing techniques. You're going to put in my arm. Yeah, then you want. All right. But he's thinking of the bit he's got hold of, and he wants to take it out to the ground. So go, you know. Yeah, it's not working. Okay, so now you change your intention. You don't change what your hands are, but you change your intention. What are you thinking of now? My head. He's thinking of taking my head to the floor, not my arm to the floor. He's much more engaged with me now. Not my arm. He's not engaged with my arm. What he can do is engage with my arm as he likes. I don't care. You can have my arm. He isn't on me. But if he engages with me, I go. Effortlessly. Just bear that in mind. Okay? You're not engaging with a bit of your partner. You're engaging with all of them. Here, there. Any the bit you're getting hold of. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, nice. So, Joe, and Steve, any questions, thoughts?
No, I really like the. Sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
Yes. You go ahead first, Joe.
Yes. Okay. So the other one, the quick nickel, for me looks like just don't go up to look for something. It's already here. So it was very clear there.
Your partner's controlling the height of it. They're attacking your arms in front of you. So keep them on that level, really. Just let your hand get out of the way. As soon as you start to add something, you've changed it, and they've got something to follow, and then that technique won't work. This one will come up be useful, but not that one. Okay?
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
And relax. Yes, you can. Treat my arm like the far of a weight. What will it do unless you hold it up?
Okay.
Because it's connected to me. I will follow it. As long as you see that connection. For me, stop it here. It's not going to back this up. That's my intention. No, yes. Okay. Okay, so you're doing the same one.
Oh, wait.
So you're stepping into
No, less. So once you go
this,
take
so
a
you
step,
step back. Why don't you step back as opposed to the side?
yeah, yeah, minimum circle. Always a step on the way.
So I mean, if you want to avoid it, can be again, I'll read you more, come on, and then pass, that's okay. But if you're going to engage in the technique, then go in the direction there. And you need to take it to a step. So I just need to slow it down a bit. Oh, no, sorry. And I'll drop it down in my pipeline. Yeah. So, I do that. What will happen? If I just connect to you. So it's just imagine you put a weight there and then you let the weight go. Here I am, I'm your weight, just let the weight fall up.
Yes.
And you're ready. Yeah, some more.
I cannot.
Whoa! Very good.
10,000 minutes.
Very good.
Want to see what's possible?
Yes. Nice.
No, I cannot.
Thank you.
Actually, I was just like looking at
Yeah.
what to do. That's pretty quicker. Yeah, maybe further as well.
So I will move in. Yeah, go on the move, so I have to kind of move to my head. So on the point of
This
my
thing is
mind,
better,
I'm down,
This
down.
thing is that very,
Yeah.
basically you place your hand
Yes.
into the there. And closer and keep down.
So when I'm on the
So
move,
when you go down,
yeah.
close it in, so it don't move.
My body.
So,
Down, out,
This up,
down, yeah.
Oh, I see. Almost as if you can let go, because it's spin. So one more, try it, fantastic.
Relax a bit.
The thing. Yeah. I think, yeah.
I'm holding this in the air, there's no downward pressure on the foot. So you know I can't relax, I must be holding this. That's the next point.
Send what's correct. This point here, bring it up here.
Yes. Very nice. Nice.
So you were there. So you were a little bit more. There. 1, 2. Oh, change, that's fantastic. So 1, 2, this way. Now you take it down. This is quite challenging. You know, being able to see spirals and these lines.
Okay, let's see some spirals and some circles and stuff. Thank you. Okay, so this time, and around, and then we come back. And this one comes in. This is a figure 8 in this. No, sorry, Dana. So energy's coming in, I'm moving the circle around this way, and then I move it around that way. Now she's open. Okay, but I'm nice, so if you want to get away. You can see that the smaller the movement physically, the more impact it has. So we can start off like this. And eventually do this. It's fine. As a beginner, that's a really good way to learn. Make the shape bigger. Get that shape planted in your mind. And then to my center. It's much more power, much less effort, but your partner has to be good for it. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
It's like amazing because you can see kind of like maybe almost like thinking about like how to realize.
Yeah.
And
The smaller the circles, the less there is to feel, but in a way, much more to feel. You can't feel the point of transition because the movement's so small, but you certainly feel the effects. Yes? Yeah. Okay. So I'll practice a minute. Remember your one exercise and repeat the dance. That's it, yes. Okay. Yes. It's the one.
Right.
With the bottom of the rock. Don't try to pick it out. No, that's fine. That's good, right? Yes. Yes.
Really like.
Preparation before you decide to go up. Okay. That's all right. Yes. Oh, leading me up.
It's not that it's not turn anymore.
Okay, so hand to the middle. Our hand goes in. Yes. Good. No, fast. Yeah.
That was just closer.
Yeah, so now, as you turn backwards. Yes,
That
I'm
was
yeah. Try and stay closer. Yes. Put that gap. Whatever reason
when
you
you
can
do it again.
it's stopping you from being able to take out if I'm holding it, right? Close, close. Yes. Relax. Holding the breath. Stop holding the breath. You don't want to do that. I know. Very much. This is the expectation. You have to do something else. So, the spinal down, so we're just, sorry, okay. So, I need to prepare to get down. Too late. What am I doing with my breath now? We're holding it. You create tension. Let it go. So, always on the throw, often people hold their breath. Oh, it's uncomfortable. Or even say, oh God, it's an explanation of breath. You can do the throw. Yep. So remember, don't hold it in, let it out. Energetically with your breath. Yep. Okay, carry on. I'll go deep. Nice. Relax. So remember when we do the warm-up exercise, mixed way. It's our body that says when to stop. On this occasion, it's your body that tells us to stop. Yeah. I've got downward pressure. No, I don't stop that. So my mind comes to what? When I reach the point where you want to stop, it doesn't work. I drop until I feel it, and then I am a bit more. Everybody's different. Nice. No. Nice.
Just close it up. So don't just to go like down the other way. Slowly.
This gap It's making it hard for our the one up close. So we come in. Yes, I'm on here.
Now I'm saying that
All
more,
goes to back.
because you did it like that.
So
I'm ready to go.
just enough room to come
As
out.
you said, I'm putting the other one. You do the same. Let's go to the other. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
Again.
Now relax. And that. Preparation time what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. And you bring it to a record. No, it's when you just have. Yeah. Well, essentially. Yeah, then you'll kind of find yourself in failure. Yeah. You should go there. Right. Nice. Yes. Nice. I'll probably that's ordinary. That's it. Okay, so one more. Okay. So, Nick did the Kotegawa his way at the start. Why did he stop? Because there came a point where just by following gravity, where his body said, no, I'm going to do this. Okay, you've got different arm lengths to me, different body shape to me, so both. Okay, so how far it will go down will differ from person to person. I'm exploring my boundaries. Now I'm exploring his. He doesn't want to go any down any further. Two options that humans usually come up with at this point. One is, and to push harder, if he's trained well, it shouldn't work, but just move it. So, you're looking for the connection point. The place, we come together now. I don't need to do anything. If I have no intention to connect, I cannot do that. Okay? But I have that connection to the tap. I can always stay with my partner until this is done. There, that was too far. There. That was too far. And it's outside. Yes. Oh. So another really good point. Come here. When I made that mistake, I was a little outside of his body.
That's exaggerated, of course.
Not much though. When I bring that into his center, it's very effective. So you're operating center to center on most techniques. And even when you're not facing center to center, you're still center to center. I'm connecting with his center here. Yeah, I'm obviously in a different place, but I'm still connected to him. Right? Not so connected to him. It's impossible shifting. Be like a magnet. When we're connected, I can work with this person. I'm not trying to hurt him. He doesn't feel any nasty intention. That's why he moves with me. Only when I'm nasty, I get nasty and stuff. I deserve to be done. Okay. I'll cover one.
Thanks for reading that.
Lead them around, drop down, and forward. Okay, so what do people see in these techniques? They see the arm doing all sorts of stuff. And when I try and use the arm to throw him, he becomes disconnected from me. I'm fighting his whole body now with my arm. He's learned how to center. So it becomes very difficult. Just leave your arm there, distract you with the arm, and use the rest of your body. That's just the show. It's like the magician. It's over here. It's over here. Come get this. Over here. No, it's not. It's that one. So we're always like that. This is here to lead, but it's also his mind's fixed on that point. Because if it's not fixed on this, bang, he gets hit. Well, yeah, because I can get conflict. He has to be, once his attacks fail, he better stay honest and true, because otherwise he's gone. Now I have to leave. It's his own protection once his first attack has failed. You get that? Make sense? Let's try.
You can make a short-term spiral.
You can. They're too hard. You can't watch it. But you can pick your head up. You don't need your energy up. When you're ready, you can hope it's already stopping you. So it's a physical there.
Very good, very good.
This one's down, so we're going to need no more. Sorry. Sorry, all right. Yes. Sudden change of direction. It takes me away. Very hard to not have to follow. There's nothing else to do. Resist.
Let me put the extended tension through the arm towards you. Yeah. Good, good. Turn around. Yeah. This way, it's going to continue moving. This way, then. No. Just going on here. Yeah.
Too much arm. Yeah, not enough hips. Okay. Not big enough hips, use them. Just go. Sorry. Okay. Coming in? Yeah. Okay. Very up. I want you to focus there. Yeah. What I did was that. I just my hand stays in relationship with my body. You can feel my hand, can't you? Yeah. Oh, hold it, yeah. No, that's good. Can you stop that? Yeah. I think it's completely, can't you? So I'm not gonna let you, I can't get into you, you can't get out to me. Yeah. So now we've reached stalemate, there's our bridge. Yep. Every technique will be in that bridging moment, and in this one it's there. Okay. When it's done, we'll work with it. That's nice. You should be connected with the other hand. Yes. Why would you want to do that? Oh, yeah, that's what happens if you don't. Use our hand. I got a chance to do that. I didn't know that was going to happen, but it is. Now I can't get away with it.
Yeah. This is again, my center.
Good.
This is, you really need to be like straddling in, but almost be free. Tangentially.
It's fine, isn't it? Let's see how far away you can do it from. Okay, so we've got about 8 inches. Try. Turn your hips. Okay, inch. Right. Turn your hips.
There.
Better. Not still right. Yeah, pretty much have to touch. Okay.
She got it so easy it becomes complicated.
Drop down. Up. No. Don't drop this side down. Yes. I'm not holding you, but I am standing. So if I can any pressure there, pressure on the shoulder. Don't you lift your hand or your arm, just turn your hips. From here. Nice. Look down, and up. Listen. One, swoop. Swoop. Touch.
Leave this here. Don't tell me what.
Yes. We get stuck. Second.
It's on.
Yes. Yes. So, I want this to come off. What am I doing? Pulling, do you need to let go? No, I'm stronger. I can't make her let go. So, one I want to stretch her out. I've moved her mind to here now for basic action. We've got some nice tension between us. So now, one finger will do it. So, 1, 2. Do this from basic. Still the same thing. See on the camera, foot goes back, hand goes up. Body shape hasn't changed as yet. That's what's going to stretch you out. Because that is still going to be there. So when I settle, she's still stretched. So now it's relatively easy. Get the hand. For real in these techniques, you're never going to let your partner get hold. She's coming in fast. Before. So you're going to trim down before she arrives. Because by the time she's arrived, she's through. So we're practicing for basic. Okay, to start with. So 1, 2. Okay. Short. Okay.
One person started with another.
I'm stretched. Right. So you're keep it. It doesn't have to be much away from the body to create that resistance. And the legs. Yes.
There's a hybrid between Ikkyo and Ikkyo. Sorry, there's a hybrid between an Ikkyo and an Ikkyo. Sorry, others. Nice.
Just open the door. Open the door. So,
Center, down.
no. So, when things are not going right, try to find something that captures the feeling of the movement. So in this case, I'm trying to swat a fly away. It's annoying, it's going in front of my face. I just, I don't think about that. I'm not trying to flatten the fly, I'm just trying to get it away. I let my arm fall. But that's not very effective. The fly's going to be well away from the time I arrive. So if you capture this feeling when we're doing the exercise, that's what you repeat. You're looking for that feeling. Yes, beautiful. I'm annoying, get rid of me. Thank you, there finished you off. Everything we need to know, we've had experience of in our body at some stage in our life. Yeah. So as soon as we relax and go back to a natural state of the work, using our body as it's designed to work, it works. Stops that. It's just not as effective. Yeah. So find something that looks like the exercise you're trying to do. It might mimic something you do in everyday life. Pretend you're doing that for a while and then step back into the technique and try that. Okay, let me have a go. Nico, sure. Sure. Yes, okay. Really cool. Yes. What's in there?
Not.
Yeah.
Yes. It's releasing tension, but if you like, it's where you. But not too hasty, make it loose.
I was calling my arms in the way of this. Both strokes down. Yes.
Just make it slide down.
Okay. So, it looks like I'm at a disadvantage here. If I try and fight for mine, pretty soon overwhelmed. But I'm nearly done. Disadvantage is yep. Do standing up, we can do here. What we've done is change the relationship. Like me, instead of practicing with Nick, you now go practice with Dina. Okay. Nick in the middle. What's that? What? This is like chewing or something. Okay. All right. And so we need to follow all time. I don't know. Yeah, once you walk in. Nice. Close. finish off. And slow things down. We'll have a hard session. So, slow motion. Staying with your partner. And looking for unity. Travels. Nice straight. I should tell you. Stay with your partner. Yeah. Don't stay with it now. I'm still enjoying. I disconnect. Get on the way. Right. Okay. You know. Okay.
It's exactly the story.
My job is to give you something to follow. Follow me. Come around. Okay. Yes. So you want to know that you're still on balance, and you want to straighten up a bit. Now.
Looking to take me off.
Yes. Nice. Well, you fell over a little bit. I'll do something over.
So put the feet down. Here.
Yes, the shoulder. Nice. That's good. Yes.
There's this kind of tension.
Where do I go now? Yeah. Just making sure, yes. I don't know how I fucking go. Too late. That's good.
Oh, nice. That was very nice.
You want the inside track. Yeah. You can't in there. One. All righty. So I'm going to face the camera. So when you step on the mat, don't cheat yourself. Bring your full intention to the mat. Explore what's going on with your body, but also to explore what's going on with your partner's body. You have to calibrate at all times to come down to the level it takes. So in the warm-up, I said, don't put Nikio on too strong. The calibrations with yourself, when to stop, when to learn to stop. When you're working with a partner, you're calibrating to their ability. If their ability is above yours, you can give it everything you've got as long as you're safe getting back what you get. But you might have to calibrate it lower than your fullest speed because you're not capable of taking the fullest response. There's a good calibration with yourself, but also calibration with this partner's got a lot of power. I need to moderate what I can take. That's maybe in some ways this is the most important part of your practice. Because it's teaching you about yourself and to pay attention about yourself, but also to pay attention to others. So until you know where you're at, how can you bring out your best self? And until you're able to be sensitive to somebody else's needs, how can you offer the most appropriate response? So it's a really good life skill. We can practice it on the mat in a very physical way, but it is about energy, right? All of you will do this to a greater or lesser degree. You'll walk into your house and be, oh dear, mum's had a bad day. I'll just go upstairs right now. I'll come down in half an hour. Or I'll pour her a gin and tonic and then we'll see how we do. Or, you know, Alicia, they have a great day. You know it, okay? The how, because you're human, you're designed to pick up this energy that comes off people when they get on with their body. But I do think there's an energy thing, so people can throw a mask and it's still pretty bad inside. After time, you can get too much potential. You know, really kind of get lost in their lives. It's small stuff you have to
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, sure. Sorry, got carried away. Okay, let's back to that.
Thank you.
That's the equivalent of our circus. So we're all equal partners in this. We'll have our circus now. And now I finish the class. Great, well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Quentin.
My pleasure. Any questions?
Yes, well, Caitlin, she's ready to kill mosquitoes in Brazil. She's, she was quick in that one.
I'll bring her across with me then, shall I?
Sure, please.
Okay, I'm just going to stop the recording.
I just got one question.
Yeah, ask away.
That was more